Today, for Heroines of Hometown History, we're actually going to look at a group of people, and that is the nurses that have served in war, uh, especially these frontline hospitals where the men just come off the front lines and are at the point of death. There's actually one story that we're going to tell here from a lady named June Wandry from World War II. She tells the story of an 18-year-old boy that had been brought in to the ward, and he looks up at me trustingly, asking, "How am I doing, nurse?" I just kiss his forehead and I say, "You're doing just fine, soldier." He smiles sweetly and says, "I was just checking." Then he dies. We all cry in private, she says, but not in front of the boys. Never in front of the boys. These women, certainly provided a comfort and a relief. A lot of these young men in their last moments would ask for their mother because a mother, you know, represents home, comfort, and love, an all encompassing love. There's a saying that I have in one of my books that says, "War is an unnatural act in which we were never meant to partake in by our Creator, but yet find ourselves so adept at and find ourselves seemingly in this conflict far too often." And these women in these last moment of these young men's lives certainly represented their mothers and the strength of character, the strength of spirit to be able to see this endless, ceaseless death and yet remain so strong. It certainly makes them heroes. Uh, they say Eleanor Roosevelt, in particular, she during World War II, she had a great fear of these hospitals, but yet was asked, "Could you go?" And she was basically the nation's mother because she was the first lady, and she decided to go. And she says some of the scariest things that she's dealt with was seeing all the pain and agony, but yet some of the most rewarding work that she did. And she was so tender and so kind, and it just meant so much to these young men. So, to these heroines of hometown history, we say thank you, for you certainly served and gave everything for our young men. History is out there, my friends.